Hello everybody, Princess and the Bear here. Today, we're at the Country Resort.
I'm so excited to finally go back to California Grill.
We're here for something special. The princess has been waiting for this for a long time.
It's not brunch.
Not brunch.
But I'll take it.
She still loves dinner here. Hopefully, she still loves it now. So we're going to head on up, check in, and we will see you soon.
Be sure to California, yay!
You heard the girl.
Blueberry lemon drop martini as a sugar rim. It's got lemon and pomegranate and blueberry, and you can definitely taste it. It balances really well. I wish there was a little bit more pomegranate in it, but it's still pretty delicious. I'm happy with this.
So this has to be the prettiest lemon drop I ever did see. The surface is so like taut. I almost feel like I could go skating on it. Now that's a cocktail. Like one of those you would sit and watch a fancy view. 4.5 out of 5 plus. It's almost perfect. A little bit too sugary on the rim, but good for me.
This is a Japanese delight. I believe it has Midori sour in it. I was thinking about getting this drink because I love Midori. Why did I say Midori sour? Midori. Midori sour is a drink. Oh, that's interesting. Almost tastes like you're eating a flower. It's not bad, but I'm glad I didn't get it. I like my drink better.
That's the Japanese delight. You know, I can't resist anything with Japanese in a name, so here we are. My kind of drink. Strong, but smooth. Something I can drink slow. 4 out of 5 plus.
I love me some bread. Then we have a beautiful little olive oil mixture. Now this is a sourdough. I'm gonna take a middle one because I don't want an end piece. And oof, it's hot. It takes a little bit of strength to rip this. Oh, it's so hot. I didn't even get the whole piece. Okay. So I'm gonna take, I don't know, I'll just, whatever. Olive oil and bread with some fire roasted tomatoes and some chives. Besides the fact that I spilled and made a mess on the table, I feel like I just ate a pizza. Pretty much what it tastes like. Pizza. It's really good. Okay. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that bread that we got at Haleo. That's perfect. Alright, so we went with everything that the waiter recommended. It's a bruschetta with a melted tomato on it. It's cold and really, really good. Really, really good. Very rich and flavorful.
Different, but very good. 3.5 out of 5 stars.
Or Toledo. This is going to be interesting because at Haleo they actually already had the tomato on there for you. You didn't have to spread it yourself, but this is so that you can pick your own amount and consistency. Ooh. It's surprisingly close to the taste of the bread that we got at Haleo. This one is, you know, a little thicker, crunchier bread. So I kind of like that a little more because I'm a bread person. But the tomato sauce is pretty close to the same in flavor. So it's more of a matter of, if you like a lot of bread, you're going to like this one better. If you like a little less bread, Haleo is going to be better.
This is a huge hunk of bread. The bits of tomato and the flavors in there, it's just bright and wonderful on top of the bread. Probably getting close to one of my favorite bread appetizers. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Like that bread with the tomato on it. Really good.
So a nice spread. Even though we got a small table, so we're having a little trouble fitting everything. But we got this nice hunk, warm sourdough, smells fresh. Sun-dried tomato and olive oil.
With some chives.
Oh, it's just easy that spreads over the bread. That's deep and flavorful. You sort of modulate how much oil you want on your bread. The sun-dried tomato. Like a deep smoky taste. On top of a warm sourdough. It is a great pre-dinner bread. 4 out of 5 plus.
Last time we were here, this was on the unplugged menu, the forbidden sushi roll. Now this time I actually got it without the pickled mango, so Bear could try it. I actually want to try this house-made pickle first. It's like a sour pickle. Not like your traditional like pickle. It's flavored really well. I can't. The name of the pickle escapes me. Gherkin, maybe? Tastes like a gherkin, but obviously it's not. Right. The sushi roll with the sauce. I'm not gonna ruin it with soy sauce, but there is a good amount of stuff in here. Lettuce as well, which I'm surprised. Looks like carrots, tomatoes. Wow. It's almost like it's creamy. I thought I was gonna be eating like a salad. But it's not like that at all. It's just like a really nice, creamy, flavorful, completely balanced bite. I absolutely love this sushi. This is amazing. Not better than Tokyo Dining. I'm really excited for this. Oh my god. Wow. I think this is one of the best vegetable rolls I've ever had. Like, for real.
5 out of 5. I'd eat that. I'd order that on its own.
But probably number 2.
So, let's try one of these pickles. Like a sweet and sour pickle. A nice little kick to it. Like spicy, but just like the tang. 3.5 out of 5 claws. That's a good pickle. Better than we've made. So, shout out to our friends Evan Taylor in Japan. California has come to ruin sushi for us all yet again. The forbidden rice actually does a lot for it with the healthy dose of avocado. You definitely hear me rant and rave about lettuce and tomato in my Japanese inspired food before. I actually don't mind this. I don't think it's the best roll kind of property by far, but it's still a really interesting try. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Oh, these are fine.
I got the sashimi appetizer. I was not expecting something so decadent and pretty looking. With like wasabi schmear here, the ginger, and the little yuzus. It's just yuzu droplet they have here to go over top of all this. Octopus, yellowtail, salmon, and tuna with a nice little wedge of lime. Just, got full flavor in there. Set you to the side in case I want more. Let's start with the octopus. I have a weakness for octopus. It's even got a little sucker on the other side. I'm sure the vegans will flame me for that one. Excellent cut. Just how octopus is known to be. The citrus yuzu tops it well. I am impressed so far. Give the octopus 4 out of 5 claws. Next to this yellowtail. Still crisp and clean. Citrus really helps it go down with sort of ishi taste. Not as good as the octopus, but still really good. 3 out of 5 claws. The salmon. We'll get that with a little bit of this rice. And because I'm a there. That's why I struggle on camera, of course. Get a little smear of the wasabi. Just enough to open up the sinuses. Ridiculously fresh. Salmon. It's 4.5 out of 5 applause. It's just as good as the octopus. Look at this hunk of tuna here. Look at that color. Coming here always spoils us. Ooh. Big chunk of wasabi. Oh, so good. I give the tuna also a 4.5 out of 5 applause. This entire appetizer, if you love sashimi, get this. I definitely give this whole thing 4.5 out of 5 applause. What's on you?
I'm pretty sure this is the smallest Mai Tai I've ever gotten on Disney property. But it's a specialty one. Ooh, it's strong. Also the strongest Mai Tai I've ever had. I don't know why I can drink Mai Tais, but I don't like pineapple. Ooh, I should have stirred it. Oh my goodness. That was really bad. Like, that was really strong. Now Bear gets to enjoy it now that I've stirred it.
I have no idea. Watch, she continues to do this to herself. This is a glass of pain. Oh, she's so sweet. She started out, it tastes fine. Creative 5 plus. Apparently I did work. Never put sushi in front of a bear.
I'm contemplating ordering this drink, but I figured Bear would order it eventually since it's basically blackberry, lemonade, and vodka. And that is pretty much Bear in a nutshell when it comes to lemonade. Oh. Yeah, that is freshly made lemonade. That is like lemon. Like I just ate a lemon. I'm glad I didn't order that. I don't think Bear's gonna like that either.
Blackberry sour. Put some blackberry puree in there. Huge lemon, huge blackberry. Honestly, didn't know it was lemonade when I ordered it. Maybe I was just drawn to it. But, down the hatch. It's the kind of tart that sucks out your soul. It's not my smoked turkey, but it's close. It's like 4.75 claws. That close.
That was very precise. Plant-based truffle pasta. I've had many pastas since we've been done with the quarantine, and this is probably one of the more beautiful ones. I'm just gonna destroy it here. You can see all the steam coming off. These noodles are lovely with some mushrooms, carrots, got a little watercress on top. Okay. I swear I know what I'm doing. I guess I'm just getting pasta. It smells like truffle. It's not as strong on the truffle as the last truffle pasta that I had here, but it's still Very delicious, very flavorful, very balanced, lightly seasoned, so it's not like intense herbs, so kind of like every element helps the other element. Would I get it again though?
Truffle pasta. It's always one of those things. It sounds good in theory. The princess isn't exactly a huge fan of the fungi, but it's definitely pretty with the truffle and the Brussels sprouts and the noodles and the sauce at the bottom. Let's give it a bite. It definitely tastes like an elevated dish. Once you get the sauce in there with the Brussels sprout and the truffle, it's got some layers to the flavor.
Brussels sprout?
Yeah, it's a Brussels sprout. Right now. It's a Brussels. Oh, that's a mushroom. One of these is that's a Brussels sprout.
Okay.
But once you get all the flavors in there, it's definitely different. And really rich. I don't know if I'd order that on my own, but I would say that it's an above average dish. 3.5 out of 5 plus. So because I've learned my lesson, and many times trying to order for myself like a noob, I took the waiter's recommendation. His first recommendation was the filet. I wasn't feeling the steak. Runner up, he recommended the pork over the goat cheese polenta. It's definitely a bigger portion than I was expecting for fine dining. That's not a complaint. Cooked to the recommended medium. I'm gonna bite with everything here. The pork is tender, super tender. Barely have to chew it. The polenta is nice and creamy. It's got a little hint of sweetness to it, and then the sweet sauce on top. Sort of brings everything together. It's definitely a very rich dish. It's much different than anything I would normally order, but I'm impressed. I never really do with pork dishes. I'm not a huge pork person, but this has me convinced to try more than I normally would. 4 out of 5 plus.
Surprisingly, I feel like I'm about halfway through my meal. I did find the cream on the bottom, so there's like quite a bit of this cream here. And I mixed it all together. I learned the carrots are extremely soft, so that's been nice. But I mean, overall, it's a lot of truffle. There's some truffle oil in it too. It's not overpowering, which is nice. It's still balanced, but it's so much food to eat. It's really hard to eat. I'm probably gonna have to like take a box.
Pork one. It's good. I can't eat another bite. I'm so full. And I think we're getting dessert. So, in order to be able to take at least one bite of that, I can't eat any more of this.
I can't decide if I should use a spoon or a fork. I think I'm gonna use a spoon. I might regret that decision. When I saw this, it's a cashew cheesecake, plant-based. I didn't read it fully to know that it was a cashew coffee cheesecake with a chocolate topping. It does look very similar to some other dish that we've had in the past, but I cannot, for the life of me, place where that was. It smells good. wow. That's really good. It's really rich. Coffee flavor with the berries. It's really good. I like this a lot.
Now remember, if I don't like this, I blame each and every one of you, because I am not a dessert person. But you guys wanted it. You asked for it. More desserts, more snacks. All these things are coming. Right now we're doing desserts. Something about coffee, cashew, and fruit just sounds weird to me. I don't know how I feel about the texture. The texture's a bit weird. It definitely feels like pureed cashews. Whether that's a problem for you or not, I don't really get the cheesecake vibe, but I think it has a good flavor to it. It's a very nice shareable dessert. I really feel like you could share this between like 4 people and be good, but it's not terrible. 3 out of 5 plus.
So I've learned, I mean, they put actual nuts in a cashew dessert, so it's already pretty gritty, but it's so much better when you have it with one of these berries. It doesn't matter which berry, any berry. It totally elevates and changes the palate. That's how you eat that. By itself, it's just not as good. It's more gritty. You gotta have it with the berries.
So, we just finished at California Grill. Oh, right, there you go.
Bear can't find me.
Well, she's like off in the corner here. There you go. That's a little bit better. So, we just finished the California Grill. Thoughts?
I loved it. I'm sad that the fusion menu is not available currently, but I was okay with the options that I was provided instead. I think my favorite meal was, or my favorite part of the meal was the dessert. I think the dessert was the best.
Well, I like my main course. I was kind of full by the time I came along because I ate all that rice from the appetizer, but this place continues to be consistently and surprise us with something interesting every time we come. The service has always been standard, immaculate, and we love coming to Contemporary. We're here a lot more than I like to admit. If we're not at California Grill, we're at the Wave or the Wave Lounge.
I like the Contemporary. It's dated, but I like it.
Yes, but we want to know, what was your last visit to California Grill? Are you planning to go? Do you want to know what it's like? Obviously, you watch this video. In the comments, so any place to let us know these kind of things. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Well, we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.